Our next speaker, originally from Toledo, Ohio, our guest moved to Arizona in 1982 so he could attend Arizona State University, where he obtained a bachelor's degree in finance. After a successful business career, he was elected governor of Arizona in 2014 and re-elected in 2018. When he first assumed office, the state had a $1 billion deficit. He was able to balance the budget in his first year without raising taxes. He created the Arizona Border Strike Force to combat border-related crime. In 2015, he signed a bill requiring all high school students in the state to pass a civics test. Let's give a warm American Legion welcome to the governor of the great state of Arizona, Doug Ducey.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you very much to Commander Bill Oxford for the kind introduction and for hosting us today. It's an honor as governor to welcome you to the American Legion's 102nd annual conference, and it's an honor to welcome you to the state of Arizona. How are you enjoying yourselves? We're excited to have you here in Phoenix, and we're excited to be meeting in person. You know, this is the first time we've been able to host this event in Phoenix since 2008. So I hope that all of you get to see all the great parts of the state of Arizona. Depending on how much time you have here, I recommend seeing everything from the Grand Canyon to the Sedona Red Rocks to our wine communities in southern and north central Arizona. But even if you're just staying in the greater Phoenix area, there's plenty to do. The restaurants are world class, the hotels and resorts are just stunning, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are playing just down the street tomorrow night and tonight if you want to see some baseball. And we're just a day away from September. That means that summer is officially in the rearview mirror and temperatures are finally going to be inching back into the double digits. So I hope you get to see all that the state of Arizona has to offer. But the reason I'm here is to recognize our veterans. I want to take a moment to thank all of you for your service. You've all put your lives on the line to protect us, and you did so without question and without the need for recognition. And we're not going to take you or your service for granted. You are the reason we are able to celebrate freedom and liberty that we hold so dearly. As we approach the 20th anniversary of September 11th, there's no better time to recognize the women and men who have put on a uniform to protect and defend our nation. That tragic event would lead to the war in Afghanistan, which too many of our troops have sacrificed their lives for. We are all tragically witnessed the bravery and sacrifice of our troops when 13 U.S. service members were killed in Kabul last week. We all found it horrifying. And what's worse is that 5 of the men who died were just 20 years old as the war in Afghanistan. These men and women didn't have the chance to become military veterans. They didn't have the opportunity to be a part of this organization. Their selflessness, their willingness to help Americans and many of the Afghan people cost them their lives. Now, it's my hope that the Biden administration will get all remaining Americans out of Afghanistan as soon as possible so we can prevent any more loss and suffering. And let's take a moment of silence for those who lost their lives in Afghanistan last week. To all of our veterans here today and all of our active duty military members and their families, thank you. Thank you for your bravery, for your sacrifice, and for your service. Because of the trauma and stress that comes from service, too many of our veterans take their own lives. That's heartbreaking to all of us, and we're going to do everything we can to ensure that veterans live long, healthy, and happy lives. It's why, in 2019, I signed legislation which requires the Department of Health Services to compile an annual report on veteran suicides in Arizona. The report will help us decrease the number of veteran suicides by tracking data, understanding historic trends, and analyzing potential risk factors. We know that mental health can also be supported by simple things like having a community, a good job, or educational opportunities. It's why in June my office partnered with the Be Connected Network to launch the Faith Network, a statewide faith-based avenue to support Arizona's service members, veterans, and their families. Be Connected is an important part of the ecosystem of support we're building for veterans and their families across our state. We've also launched the Veteran Toolkit and the Arizona Roadmap to Veteran Employment, which veterans across Arizona can use to access the resources needed to connect with job opportunities. And to ensure that all our veterans have the proper care and support they need, we've allocated $25 million additional dollars to build a state veteran home in Mojave County, bringing our total number of veteran homes to 5 around our state. I know that some veterans lack the basic skills, like the basic needs, like a roof over their head or a decent paycheck. And we're not going to let that happen here in Arizona. In May, my partnership with the Department of Housing, we allocated $500,000 toward combating homelessness among Arizona's veterans. Under the leadership of Director Tom Simplot, I'm confident that we'll get more of our veterans into safe and decent living conditions. And to cap off this year's legislative session, I signed this year's budget, which puts money back into veterans' pockets by eliminating all income taxes from our veterans' military pensions. Well deserved, well deserved. These heroes have put our country first, and it's time that Arizona puts them first. I want to recognize all the leaders who made this event possible and whose hard work make life better for our veterans. Dennis McDonough, the Secretary of Veteran Affairs, welcome, Mr. Secretary. Colonel Wanda Wright, the Director of the Arizona Department of Veteran Services. Bill Oxford, National Commander of the American Legion. Ken Queen, Commander of the American Legion, Department of Arizona. Angel Juarez, Adjutant of the American Legion, Department of Arizona. John Altman, Chairman of Legislative Affairs for the American Legion, Department of Arizona. And I want to also thank all the members of the American Legion, Department of Arizona, for being here and being involved in this great organization. I also want to welcome the president of Hillsdale College, Larry Arnn, to the great state of Arizona. Once again, let's take a moment to honor our veterans, our soldiers, and our civilian soldiers. They're one of the many reasons why this is the greatest country on the face of the earth. God bless our troops. God bless you all here today, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you, and enjoy Arizona.